Dr. Mishra, can you just update us what sort of movement is taking place in Manipur? Are people being allowed, or trucks being stopped, or is it altogether blocked?
Karthikeyan, I was just watching the movement from morning till evening, and it's only one convoy which has passed today from uh, Kankopi via T-Colin to IMPHAL. That's a BSF convoy, and the protection party, by the way, when it returned, there was a big accident. The civil vehicle which was provided by Manipur police, it could not, in fact, stuck to the road, and it went down, and the four security personnel have died, and one is very serious. This has happened.
Okay, there's a bit of a line problem with you. Sir, there's a bit of a line problem with you. Let me just adjust that. Rajat, to you. How do you react to the word forceful imposition of peace which Hijang used? Do you agree? Is it correct?
See, I mean, I'm at loss of words as to what do you mean by forceful peace? Do you not want peace? And hasn't there been enough opportunities given? It's been almost 2 years now. Haven't there been multiple platforms, multiple levels of discussions we've had with various stakeholders of the government, both the state government and the central government? And all of these discussions, deliberations have been going on. Several of the Kuki elected leaders have given assurances on these very counts. I think the problem here is you want to perpetuate towards the end goal of having a union territory. That is something which is not going to happen. Now, anything short of that, as I said, any kind of a reasonable demand, why haven't you put it out? I have seen all the notices put out by all the civil societies possible that exist in Chura Chandpur or any other place in Kankokpi, etc. None of them has reiterated, okay, that these are 3-4 issues around which we want a timely discussion or deliberation and a conclusion based on which we are happy to open up the borders. I have not seen a single communique. So let's not fool each other here by saying that, okay, peace is being thrusted. This is free movement is a constitutional right being provided to every single citizen. You cannot bereft any citizen of this fundamental right. If you're doing that, you're challenging the authority of Indian state. And if you do that, you know what you're called. It is simple. It is black and white. You want to go knock the doors of the Supreme Court on this, that I want to continue blocking highways based on communal lines? Try doing that. I openly challenge all the community leaders to go out on the Supreme Court and get a stay on this action that we want to block. You don't want to allow free passage of Indian citizens in India's bona fide territories. Can you go out and say that? See, this is a classic approach wherein the intent is somewhere else. It is being camouflaged, smoke screened with other sort of narrative in order to keep the status quo going. Now, this status quo does not is in the interest of the local people, both Kukis and the Meiteis. It is some of these typical community leaders who want to hog all the space and perpetuate their political interest. That is essentially what this is.
Okay, Misa, I want you to react to it because when I spoke to my sources, I was also told that there have been parts where a lot of Kuki groups have cooperated also. It's not as if we are looking at one unitary group, but it's just that the entire state bears the brunt, because ultimately if there is a free movement, the goods can come in, people from hills can go to the IMPHAL airport, you don't need to go to Aizawl and take a flight. All those things can happen.
Kartikeyan, I once again reiterate my word saying that we want lasting peace, not a temporary.
And let me tell you, Hijang, when I call you, I don't.
By saying that,
I tell this to my viewers, when I call you, you are here as a social activist. I don't call you here as a spokesperson of a Kuki organization. I want to make it very clear to the viewers. You are here as a social activist. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I am here as a social activist, but I also belong to the Kuki community.
You can take that position.
I strongly agree to Rajat saying that it's a constitutional right of every citizen to make a free movement. That's no doubt.